Hi there. Today we are going to see how to create a 3D title using shatter effect. This is our 3D title. At the end of the tutorial, you can create this. Let us start from the beginning. This is our composition. Let us create new layer, new solid. We are starting with understanding what is shatter effect. Okay, make composition size. Now to this solid layer, let us apply effect shatter. So let us go to effects and preset. If you just type here shatter, you will get shatter. Okay. So you are getting some pattern here. The pattern comes from the shape. In this effect control window, if you see the shape, the bricks are there. Now what happens if we are here at the start of our composition and if I play this, see what happens. It is shattering. Now, in this shatter, if you just see it, when the bricks are shattering, you can see that it has created some depth to this brick pattern. This depth is this extrusion depth. If you see in this effect control window, and this extrusion depth can be increased. See, this is increasing extrusion depth. Okay. Now let us keep this extrusion depth to 20, which was original. Now what we are going to do is we are using this shatter effect to create a depth to a title but without shattering the solid. So how to do it? See, in this shatter you will find that there are these force. So we don't want to use these force lines. But first let us move the brick pattern and let us put the custom. Now custom means we are not given anything to shatter. And you can see that this circle which is there, it is actually representing force lines. So I go to force 1, open the triangle and I take this force line in the Y. I just take it down so that it totally goes out of my frame. See. If it goes totally out of my frame, that means it is not going to affect anything which is in the frame. Just confirm that force 2 is also out. This is the force 2 going down. Yeah, now it has gone down. So with force 2 and force 1 gone down outside the frame, now we are ready to create a title. We want this view, while not wireframe and force, we want view to be rendered. Now let us create a new text. Of course, you can create a text and apply the shutter effect to the text also, but there is advantage of applying shutter effect to the solid and then mapping it to the text so that anytime you change your text or you change your title, you don't have to redo everything in the shutter. Let us move anchor point of our text to the center so that whenever we rotate the text, it will move with reference to the center. I am bringing this H at the center and let us make it still bigger. Now select the shatter effect. Close the eye of H. That is our text layer. Now in this shatter effect, when we have created pattern custom shatter map to H. Our H appears here. Now see the fun. If we go to camera position and rotate it on the Y, it has got the depth, but you won't see it unless we apply some light. So let us apply some light. Can you see now? There is a depth. Let us So this is the depth which is extrusion depth. So let us increase the extrusion. It's very simple, isn't it? How much big you want? Do you want this edge to look like that? Let us keep it at 70. And let us now rotate again the camera position. And you can see it. How does it look? See. So it has back side also and it has front side. Now let us play with this some. Let us create a new solid again with some other color, maybe yellow. Okay, then close this eye, go here, and let us go to texture. Front mode is layer. Which layer? We want our edge layer. It is appearing white because we have not adjusted any light yet. Okay, side mode is layer, yellow solid. So yellow. And back layer, just give color. Which color? This color. So suppose this. Okay. And now let us rotate the, see what happens now. Do you see? One precaution which you have to take is once you have adjusted this depth and this pattern as a custom, just close this triangle, close all the triangles, force, physics, everything. Do not touch anything from this force, gradient or physics because you will not see any effect on that immediately, but it may just change something which which then you cannot handle it. For our 3D title, we just want to play with the texture and camera position and light. So only those three triangles you can open. Now you can play, as I said, you can just play with light, anything, how you want, or you can change this so light intensity, distance source or point source. These are the things which you can try. Or you can change the light position, just see what happens. This is the light position. If you put light position here, you get the sides are lighted and then you can increase the intensity. So it all depends on what effect you want. You just can play with those lights. Now let us just put the light again back to center where it was earlier, and let us close the lighting triangle because I want to show you something else. Um, this yellow solid which we have created and we had given a side mode layer, yellow solid. Same way on the back mode also we can create another layer. Let us create a new solid. And we had this color, so let us create this color. Okay, close the eye, go back to our shatter, and instead of color let us see layer, and layer is the now medium magenta solid. So we have magenta layer, magenta color to our back side. Let us confirm it. Yeah, we have this magenta color. These colors do look different depending on your light position, light intensity, and light color. This is the basic thing which you have to always keep in mind, that whatever color you may be seeing, when you see this particular solid layer, you may not see it when you apply it to the our 3D shatter, because our lighting is different here, and see the light intensity, source, angle, everything is different. Okay, so coming back to again our solids. This solid, We want to give some pattern to this solid so that that pattern also can appear on that. So instead of keeping this as a layer, I want to make it as a another composition, pre-compose, and this is my back layer. It's always easy to apply any effects or do changes going to pre-composition instead of working on the main composition. Close the eye and open it in another. So this is my back layer. I have opened it into the another composition because we have pre-composite. Now let us give some effect. Select the layer and then go to effect. Otherwise it will not be seen. Fractal noise. Yeah. So this is our fractal noise. Fractal type is basic, soft, linear. You can have this block also like that. And brightness is complexity, blending mode normal. Let us go back and watch our composition, what has happened, or Y rotation. See, this is our backside of H. Let us increase the size so that we can see our pattern. Now again, if you want to change the back layer, switch. If you want blending mode, add. This is like this. Again, depending on our light, it is going to change. So I reduce the ambient light. Now you are able to see the color and pattern. Our sides are looking black because we don't have a light now. Deep turquoise, some light. So depending on what effect you want, what rotation you want, you have to keep on adjusting these lights and also the pattern brightness. So we were looking at this pattern, and you can create a movement in this pattern so that when you are looking at the 3D turtle, that pattern also will move. You can create a movement to the pattern according to your choice by giving keyframes to any of the characteristics which appear in the effect control panel. After giving keyframes to some of the characteristics, this is how I got the movement to my pattern. Now I have created this pre-composition for this layer. Similarly, let us create pre-composition to another layer also. I prefer pre-composing layers and then applying effect. Of course, you can directly apply the effect to the layer also. Let us create another one more solid. Solid. We are creating these solids to give texture to all the three sides of our title. Okay. Recomposite. This is my front layer. After pre-composing back layer, side layer and front layer and giving patterns, this is how my edge looks. You can try different things according to your choice. This is my back layer, this is side layer, this is front layer, and this is our final title. You can change it to any letters or any title according to your choice. It is not only title, but you can use this shatter effect for creating 3D shapes also. Here I have used two shapes and I have used track mat. See it here. This is the shape and this is the composition. There is another thing I want to show you. Let us go back to our original composition and let us bring this shape pre-composition in this composition and close the eye. Go back to our original shatter in effect control, and here the shape, custom shape, we have mapped it to edge. So instead of that, if I map it to shape, see, the shape precomposition has got all the effect or all the layers which we have created for our original title. So that means by you can just create one shutter effect whatever you want, and you can just change it with different titles or shape as per your requirement. For giving texture to your 3D title or your shape, you can even use any photograph or video. I have this photograph of tree here, and let us give it to our shape. I bring this tree pre-composition, close the eye, and go back to our shatter. In texture, back mode layer, I go to the tree. Now let us see how does it look. Isn't it cool? I'm sure you are now ready to create 3D title. Have fun.